Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at CQT. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, before we jump into the charts real quick, I want to mention my Patreon, guys. We do have a Patreon where you can have a monthly subscription, and obviously you get a lot of benefits from subscribing, and I will make sure your investment pays out very well. And this is just a great way for me to give back to those who support me. So feel free to check it out. It's linked down below in the description. And without further ado, let's jump into the charts. So we are on the daily chart. This is TradingView. Obviously, we were in this symmetrical triangle. We lost the support line over here, and we got rejected from the resistance line after we lost the lower support line. So you can see the upper pink trend line we got rejected from there basically, and we got sent back down hard. And now I think we may have a relief rally towards the 20 EMA and get rejected from that, and get pushed back down by the 20 EMA. Now, obviously, this does give us nice support, nice buying opportunities, obviously. And if I just zoom out a little bit, you can see that this fib retracement is no longer valid because we've lost the swing low over here, as you can see. So we're going to get rid of that fib and set up a new fib with the targets to the downside, because I do want to see what we potentially have done over here. So if I just do something like that, there we go. So this right here is our swing low, and this right here is our swing high. So we've landed on the 1.272 over here, and this is a nice support level that we have consolidated around this area before, and we've landed back on top of it. So 63 cents roughly is your nice support area. If we do have another pullback on Bitcoin, you potentially can form a nice double bottom over here. So, the 1.272 is a nice entry point. Now, below that, we do have the 1.414, and we can potentially go back even lower and form a lower low, which would be a very negative thing in my opinion. But what you don't want to be doing, obviously, is you don't want to be losing this low over here, right, at 31 cents, because then that would be very bearish. That would be your potential bear market for CQT, in my opinion. And if I bring out some trend lines over here, you can see that we're potentially forming some sort of a pennant over here, and this is a bear pennant because you form these pennants after impulsive waves, either to the upside or to the downside. And here we have a move to the downside, and that's why this is a bear pennant with a potential target to the downside. Now let's get a target for that. So from the bottom of the pennant all the way to the top of this candle, some people use the entire move to the downside. That's just a bit a bit too much. But if I use this trend line, that pretty much gives me a target to the 1.618 over here. And as you all know, the 1.618 is usually the target or not the target after you break or lose the first fib level over here. So our first fib level is the swing low of the Fibonacci retracement. Usually it's in reverse to the upside, but here, once you lose the first fib level, you're in the target to the 1.618, right? So regardless if it's to the upside or to the downside, the 1.618 is your target once you start breaking past the first fib level. So, and this breakout target from the bear pennant is perfectly, aligning with the 1.618. So if we have another capitulation, and I do expect another pullback in December, because a lot of people are going to start cashing out their crypto to pay off their taxes in December, and I think that is potentially going to send the markets into another deep pullback, another potential flash crash, or even another 2 flash crashes. Nobody knows, but all I'm saying is that I'm going to have some, fiat waiting for these dips, and I'm definitely going to be picking up all the altcoins that I'm following. So yeah, the 1.618 is your potential entry point. Now let's jump into the daily RSI. It does look a bit messy, but if you just look at it, for a couple of seconds, it really becomes so simple. We were in this large pink symmetrical triangle. We had a lower symmetrical triangle, the green one in there as well. And as you can see, the support and resistance levels get extended after even the triangle. So you can see that we have the triangle over here, but the support and resistance levels go beyond the triangle because they are still valid. Obviously, we're bouncing off of them, as you can see. And here, what we've done is we almost went back down to this 28.88 on the RSI level. And I did give you this support level, I think, in the last video. I'm not sure. But you can see that you were pretty much oversold on the daily RSI, and you have this strong move towards the downside. And this is your potentially your best entry points right now. And if you end up coming back down below the index of 30 on the RSI, then that's your best entry point. And you can see that we're getting rejected from this previous support line over here. We got rejected once, broke above it, got rejected from the top of the triangle, and broke back below. So ideally, what we want to do right now, and I'm probably going to remove the yellow rectangle box because we don't need that. Ideally, what we want to do right now is get back into the pattern, consolidate, and break out near the apex. That would be the perfect thing, but we don't know how long this is going to take, right? So yeah, just try buying the dip, guys. If you really believe into a project, the lower the price is, the better for you, because you know that it's gonna be, it's gonna appreciate with time. And these pullbacks are just opportunities that you should or you can take advantage of, right? So now let's jump into KuCoin. Okay, now jumping into the 4-hourly chart on KuCoin. So you can see that we had this little move towards the upside, and we got rejected from the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly chart. You can see that we were overbought on the stochastic over here. So we want to get above the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly chart, and we potentially have started a uptrend over here. So we have a low, a higher low, we have a high, a higher high. So we're starting an uptrend, but if we get rejected from the 4-hourly EMA once again, I do think we potentially may come back down as low as our previous low over here at 65 cents. And yeah, you have your targets from the previous chart, but so have those in mind. We printed a bullish cross on the MACD, confirming the uptrend on the 4-hourly chart. So you can see that we have a nice appreciation of price with that. Hopefully we can get back above the histogram. And the histogram turned bullish, as you can see, to the upside. So if we jump into the RSI, you can see that we were very oversold here, sitting at the index of 12 on the RSI, which is pretty crazy. This was your perfect time to be buying into the project. Now, let me just zoom in a little bit and see if that was a hidden bullish divergence over here. Yeah, so we had a hidden bullish divergence because on the price action, we were forming lower lows, but on the RSI, we were forming higher lows. So, hence you had this little move towards the upside over here. Very nice. So if you spotted that hidden bullish divergence, you could have been in profit right now. So overall, great time to start dollar cost averaging. I know this project has been consolidating for pretty much ever, and people are annoyed with it, but trust me, if something is consolidating for a very long time, if it's going to have a move towards the upside, it usually is a very, very strong move towards the upside, okay? So just have that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to check out our Telegram chat and our Discord server, as well as the Patreon that we have. I mentioned it at the start of the video. Thank you for watching. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Guys, make sure to check out ExpressVPN as well. They do have a very nice deal for you right now where you can get 3 extra months for free. So you can claim this exclusive deal by going into the description and clicking on the link below. So this is, in my opinion, the best VPN that we have over here. And VPN is a tool that you can use to cover your IP address, and you can change your IP address and location basically with this VPN. And what this means is, for example, if you're in the United States, you can download the VPN and change your IP address to a Japanese IP address, for example. And this way, your local network providers won't be able to, scan through your data and see what you're doing, which is, very good and very important, because I do think we need privacy. And at this point, with all the apps that we have, privacy isn't really a thing right now, but this VPN is a very nice way to kind of combat that. And obviously censorship with all the streaming services that we have. If you want to access some content that's not available in the US, a VPN is your best friend. Also, 30 days risk-free, so you can get your money back if you're not satisfied with the product. And especially for us in the crypto space, I think it's very important to keep our data safe. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to check them out. All the links are in the description. Obviously, if you use the links, it will help me out a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye and good night.